The day has arrived! Greetings, owners of fine luxury cardboard rectangles. Today we are in for a treat. We're going to go through all 7 of the Secret Lair box sets. I'm going to be hunting for awesome stained glass planeswalkers and picking out the cards that I want to add into my cube. And I'll make sure to link the cube video at the end if you want to know what my cube is, because it is different than a draft cube. I want to take a moment to thank Bo Falcon. He's the one who sent these Secret Lairs out. And on a side note, in case you get Secret Lairs yourself and notice there is a difference between yours and mine, the difference is this. Bo received the Secret Lairs before shipping them to me, opened them all ahead of time to make sure that all the appropriate cards were in there because he was buying as a gift for me. So if there are issues, he would need to return it himself, which I think was very kind of him. And he actually took the extra step while he was opening it before repackaging it to perfect fit each of the cards so that they would stay safe for me during shipment and also when I touch them with my greasy, grubby fingers. So let's get on in to the Secret Lairs. All right, time to crack into my first Secret Lair ever. Which one are we doing here first? It looks like we're starting out with Seeing Visions. Oh, baby. Let me just go ahead and... Oh, this is funky. Look at the design of this here. I'm trying to get the... There we go. That looks all right. That looks all right. Filming this is a little bit weird, I got to admit. I'm not used to doing this kind of stuff. Oh, I guess we're going to see that whenever we pull these out, we're automatically going to see our walkers here. So the first stained glass walker we got is Jace. Unfortunately, that's not going to make it into my cube. He is not really suited to my cube. If you want to know more about the cube, I will have the video about my cube linked at the end. So let's take a look here. Hold on. Actually, I gotta undo this weird little... It's almost like a watch packaging. It feels like how they package a watch. Oh yeah. Look at this. These I don't think they normally come like this. What happened is this was a gift from a viewer who went to the trouble of opening them ahead of time in case they needed to be returned, and he actually went ahead and put perfect fits on them too, so I'd be able to protect them right away. Very thoughtful. Thank you, Bo Falcon, very much. So take a look at the crazy artworks on these Serum Visions. I have to decide which of these 4 Serum Visions will be the one that will make it into my cube. They're all so funky looking, right? They all have their own different flavor text and everything, you know? She drank, and the depths of the blind eternities in the depths of the ancient... God damn, let's try this again. She drank, and in the depths of the blind eternities, an ancient eye opened, right in her forehead. That artwork is crazy. Then we've got the 8-bit version, and it says, what would you exchange for a cosmic secret? Any payment is a small price for insight. Not too shabby. You've got the flavor text of this one. Why stop at the third eye? Why stop at the third eye? Came a whisper from the cup. Drink more and open them all. Oh, snap. And then we have this crazy sort of keyhole into knowledge. I don't know, man. This is my least favorite. I got to say, when it comes down to it, I'm cutting the running for what's going to get inducted into my cube is between these two. And I think at the end, I'm going to side with this one. I like this artwork a little bit more. They're both very funky, though. So congratulations, you make it into the cube. All right, man, these are some gigantic boxes. These are some gigantic boxes for the amount of cards that are in it. So next up, which Secret Lair is this? This is Drain Wonderland. Ooh, sweet. Let's move this stuff up off the screen there. That way it won't possibly draw focus because I'm not a professional opening channel. They exist on YouTube, but I'm not one of them. All right, so let's do the reveal together here. We got snow-covered lands, and we got a Teo. All right, well, I mean, let's be real. In terms of stained glass walkers, this is one of the more underwhelming ones to pull. That's a shame. That's a shame. Will it make it into the cube? Most likely. I mean, the granting of hexproof and throwing up blockers can be useful, so I'm putting it on the team of making it into the cube. Now, the snowlands that we're going to look at here, once I get them uncovered, that is Again, nice touch putting them in the perfect fits, buddy. Appreciate it. All right, we've got the snow-covered forest. That looks absolutely gorgeous. Warm and inviting. Go down, it's on a little like Christmas sleigh ride with some hot chocolate. Then we got the snow-covered mountain. This is actually the sleeve artwork for Arena that you get from this particular secret lair. And they're gorgeous, in all honesty. Just absolutely... Oh, wow. Look at the swamp. Look at the swamp. That's insane. Man, these are some really beautiful lands. And I feel like this is one of the secret lairs that's probably going to be underrepresented. Too many people probably didn't feel like the 5 snowlands were worth like the purchase. But look at this, man. The snow-covered island looks great. These are really beautiful pieces of artwork, honestly. Who did these here? Let me see. Elena Danner did a fantastic job with these. Look at the plains. These are all very, very striking lands. Very nice. Very snow-covered coolness, but not something that gets used in my cube, so those will be set aside in the non-cube pile. Let us move on to the third secret lair, which is... Bogus? Maybe? No. Too far away. Explosion sounds. As long as it can show the cards, I guess it doesn't really matter. I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to this here. All right, so we've got the goblins. Then we've got, oh, hello, a Nahiri, not too shabby. That's intense artwork too. That is a good walker. That is definitely going to be put into my cube, 100%. Very cool. Down with that. Oh, these boxes, the secret lair boxes, are pretty nice. I do admittedly feel like it's an insane amount of product. You know what I mean? Like, this is what comes with every single package for a few cards. So in terms of packaging, that's what I feel like there's an insane amount of packaging in here. All right, so we have Goblin Bushwhacker. Look at that artwork too, man. That's not too shabby at all. Flavor text says, if you need a job done quick and extra stabby, call McChoppy. Silly. All right, then we've got Goblin Sharpshooter. Goblin Sharpshooter is, what's the flavor text here say? Gunner can't hear you over the sound of his swagger. All right. We got the Goblin King. This is a very, very distinct style of artwork that they've chosen for this. The king set out to assemble the most kaboomiest goblins team, the most kaboomiest goblin team in the land. All right. Then we got Goblin Lackey and looking like a baby. I'm gonna be real with you guys. Honestly, the art style from this one doesn't do that much for me overall. I know they're trying different art styles, and I approve of that as a concept for Secret Lair. But as a result of that, you're going to end up with hit or miss. And this is the opposite to me of the Drain Wonderland. Those lands were absolutely gorgeous. This is too cartoony to feel like normal Magic for me. You know, it doesn't quite nail it for me, you know? And the flavor text says, Danger was supposed to be babysitting. He was supposed to be babysitting, so Little Angel became the newest member of the team. Yeah, it's not turning my crank. And then we have Goblin Pile Driver. This is probably the only one that I'm just like, all right, you know what, whatever. That's a big hulking kind of dude. He actually looks way bigger than most Goblin Pile Drivers do. So his flavor text says, first name Danger, last name also Danger. That's kind of funny. But overall, the art style in this one, not as hit with me. And these are not really cards that go into my cube, because my cube doesn't have any kind of tribal theme. Next up, we've got Kaleidoscope Killers. Let's do it. These boxes are great. Okay, let's see here. Every time I open one, I want to grab the cards out right away, and then I'm like, wait, you got to reveal the foil walker together. What is it? Oh, it's Ral. Look at that. Not too shabby at all. Ral Storm Conduit. We've got another one that's definitely cube material, so that goes in the cube pile. This is pretty sweet. So far, the Planeswalkers are hitting the proper requirements to be part of the cube, which is what the main exciting part for me about this is the fact that I'm getting new stuff for my cube. It's always fun to look at like beautiful cards, but the stuff that's for my cube is the most exciting. So we've got Reaper King, the Scarecrow Lord. Look at that crazy foiling on there. He's pretty nutty looking. The artwork's great. Very distinctive. So we got a Reaper King. We got a Sliver Overlord with some other crazy artwork. And we've got the Dragon. Now, the only one out of here that can actually make it into the into my cube is the Reaper King, and that's because he basically is just like a 6/6 beefcake that has no searching abilities, and these guys have search abilities. So this can be interesting, depending on what you can do with it. I mean, you can get this guy out easily on the 5th turn. So he's cubelicious. I'm going to definitely be putting him in my cube. Next up, we've got Restless in Peace. Oh, dude. I think this is the one that has those really gorgeous pieces of... Oh, yeah. Sweet. Okay. Let's do the foil Planeswalker reveal! And it is... Ashiok. All right. All right. Unfortunately, Ashiok is not really cube usable because the whole searching and milling thing are completely irrelevant. So for the same reason that Jace couldn't make it, Ashiok also gets shown the door. Okay, let's take a look at these cards. Some of these cards from this particular one are very, very enjoyable, on top of being usable. All right, what do we got here? We've got Bloodghast. Not too shabby at all. Bloodghast is a really solid card. The artwork's definitely got this crazy kind of... These I believe these all go together, don't they? Don't they combine into like one sort of piece of artwork? Like the coloring here leads into this, and the color... See that? Like the light? So all three of these are actually meant to be viewed as part of one big piece of artwork, which I enjoy. It looks quite nice. And honestly, the life from the loam here, this is what strikes me the most as the most... Like, this is the most beautiful of the three to me. But they're all nice. Like, I mean, look at this Golgari Thug. This is beefcake right here. This is pretty cool. Two of these are cube worthy. Life from the Loam, unfortunately, doesn't fit into cube philosophy. It doesn't work. But and remember, this isn't a draft cube. If you want more information about the cube that I've been mentioning, again, it will be linked at the end of the video, and it'll give you the option to see the entire contents of my cube too, excluding like these newer cards here that I haven't quite added yet. But we'll be adding. Both of these are going in. Both of these are included. Not too shabby. We're getting a nice pile of stuff for the cube. Let's see. Oh, well, this one's guaranteed to have a card for the cube because it only has one card. All right. Well, not because it has one card, but the one card in here I know I'm going to use, and that's Bitter Blossom. There is no Bitter Blossom in my cube. Hey, Gideon Blackblade. All right. Yeah, man. This guy right here, he will totally go in my cube. And you know what's amazing? Right before, and I mean like literally right before I came home and recorded this video, I just traded away a foil Gideon Blackblade that I was like, oh, you know what? I could have him for my cube, but yeah, I'll let this foil one go for now. And I traded it away, and here I am getting a stained glass one. It's almost like I'm psychic. Psychic power, it's confirmed. I can see the future. All right. Now, let's take a look at the Bitter Blossom and its tokens. This Bitter Blossom is 100% cube-word bound. Bitter Blossom is a powerful card, but there was a point, unfortunately, where I had to get rid of a bunch of powerful stuff out of my cube, and now I'm replenishing it, rejuvenating it. All right, so we've got the gorgeous Bitter Blossom. Man, that is nice. And just like the graveyard cards we were looking at, these all form a picture too. Now, I'll be honest, I don't know what the order is. It's not as obvious, but there's placement of these. You can put them together and it comes into one gigantic painting. Not too shabby. So you get your Bitter Blossom, which looks absolutely fantastic, and you get 4 different tokens, and I will be using these tokens. I want to actually get appropriate tokens to go with all of the cards from my cube, so that is exciting as well. So that all makes it into the approved for cube category, and that means we have one more secret layer left to open, and that is Oh My God Kittens. And this is the OMG. I am definitely going to feel the same way I felt about the Goblin cards overall, with the silly nature of the artwork here. Hold on, I almost pulled that out before getting to the. Oh yeah, I mean, I think this is locked in, right? I think we all knew that it was going to be a Johnny, so this is sweet because I definitely want one of these Johnnies for my cube. I was happy knowing I'd be getting one. The artwork stained glass version on this is absolutely mind-blowing. I love the colors, the way this looks. This is a super, super sweet score right here. All right, so let's take a look at the kitties. Man, guys, there's so much boxes and stuff piled up now from all the packaging. This is crazy. All right, so we've got the kitties here. Now, this one's where things are going to get interesting because, I mean, I do want certain cards for my cube, so if there's stuff in here that I don't have a foil version of, I may actually use it even though it's silly looking. Like, we have the... Alright, hold on. Is this causing a problem? Is it focusing on this stuff up here? There we go. We got Leonin War Leader, looking all like silly cat leaping on down. We got Regal Caracal. We've got Kasali Slingers. What is this one again? 5 mana for a 3/5 reach. Whenever another cat enters the battlefield, you may destroy an artifact or enchantment. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm putting that in my cube, honestly. I don't have that. That's definitely going in my cube. All right, we've got Arabo. Arabo. What does this guy do? Target. Oh, he's a cat lord. Okay. All right. Hey, we silly version of Miri. Look at that. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about these. I mean, they're cute. They're cute and everything, but they don't really feel like it's the same thing with the Goblin cards. They don't really feel like normal Magic cards to me. So I don't know. I'm on the fence about these, although I haven't seen this one before. So I'm going to put that one in my cube just because I like the ability a lot. If I was to choose ones that would go into the cube, like if I don't already have a foil version in there, then basically it would be Miri would go in. The cat tokens are irrelevant. Arabo is not going to make the cut because he doesn't fit into the theme. Regal Caracal and Leonin War Leader. These would all be acceptable includes into the cube. I'll make a decision whether to include them based on whether I already have like foil versions of some of this. I don't think I even have a Miri Weatherlight Duelist, so this one's way more likely to make it in. These two are on the fence. So that wraps up cracking open the secret Lairs. All right, I gotta say, that turned out pretty awesome. There was like at least a dozen cards that I'm adding to my cube now with super epic versions. And then there's other cards I can just enjoy for their intrinsic beauty, like the Snowlands. A big thank you again to Bo Falcon for hooking me up. Everybody, thanks for coming by and hanging out. Shout out to all my patrons and channel members for supporting what I do here. It does mean a lot. And I will leave a link somewhere in this vicinity here for you to watch the cube video if you're interested in. And tonight, we're gonna open some Harry Potter ones that are also kind of looking like garlic bread. So who knows, maybe we'll get garlic bread. That would be some real magic.